ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय Ramkrishnaaya te Namaha. Today in this video I am going to read a verse, a conversation from the Gospel of Sri Ramkrishna, in which he describes how can we grow, how can we inculcate the love for God. Mr. M, on his second visit to Sri Ramakrishna in Dakshineshwar, asks to the master humbly, "Yes, sir, how may we fix our minds on God?" Sri Ramakrishna tells, "Repeat God's name and sing His glories and keep holy company, and now and then visit God's devotees and holy men. The mind cannot dwell on God if it is immersed day and night in worldliness, in worldly duties and responsibilities. It is most necessary to go into solitude now and then and think of God. To fix the mind on God is very difficult. In the beginning, unless one practices meditation in solitude. When a tree is young, it should be fenced all around. Otherwise, it may be destroyed by cattle." The master adds, "To meditate, you should withdraw within yourself, or retire to a secluded corner or to the forest. And you should always discriminate between the real and the unreal. God alone is real, which is the eternal substance. All else is unreal, that is impermanent. By discriminating thus, one should shake off impermanent objects from the mind." The very next question, which Mr. M finds that he must ask to the master, is that, "How ought we to live in the world?" Master: "Do all your duties, but keep your mind on God. Live with all, with wife and children, father and mother, and serve them. Treat them as if they were very dear to you, but know in your heart of hearts that they do not belong to you. A maid servant in the house of a rich man performs all the household duties, but her thoughts are fixed on her own home in her native village. She brings up her master's children as if they were her own. She even speaks of them as my Rama or my Hari. But in her own mind she knows very well that they do not belong to her at all." One more analogy the master gives. Have you seen a tortoise? The tortoise moves about in the water. But can you guess where her thoughts are concentrated? They are on the bank where her eggs are lying. Do all your duties in the world, but keep your mind fixed always and always on God. If you enter the world without first cultivating love for God, you will be entangled more and more. You will be overwhelmed with its danger, its grief, its sorrows. And the more you think of worldly things, the more you will be attached to them. First rub your hands with oil and then break open the jackfruit. Otherwise they will be smeared with a sticky milk. First secure the oil of divine love, and then set your hands to the duties of the world. But one must go into solitude to attain this divine love. To get butter from milk, you must let it set into curd, into a secluded spot. If it is too much disturbed, milk won't turn into curd. Next, you must put aside all other duties, sit in a quiet spot and churn the curd. Only then do you get butter. Further, by meditating on God in solitude, the mind acquires knowledge, dispassion, and devotion. But the very same mind goes downward if it dwells in the world. In the world there is only one thought, woman and gold. The world is water and the mind is milk. If you pour milk into water, they become one. You cannot find the pure milk anymore, but turn the milk into curd and churn it into butter. Then when the butter is placed in water, it will float. So practice spiritual discipline in solitude and obtain the butter of knowledge and love. Even if you keep that butter in the water of the world, the two will not mix. The butter will float. Together with this, you must practice discrimination. Woman and gold is impermanent. God is the only eternal substance. What does a man get with money? Food, clothes, and the dwelling place. That's all, and nothing more. You cannot realize God with its help. Therefore, money can never be the goal of life. This is the process of discrimination. Do you understand? Then Mr. M replies, "Yes, sir." So in today's video, we saw a beautiful discussion between the master and Mr. M. I hope this conversation clarifies all our doubts regarding how to develop the love for God. Jayatu Sri Ramkrishna.